Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the horror miser Monty G. Yes, it's time for me to do a movie review for a movie that I finally got the chance to see while I was sick with a cold. It is Hush. Yes, I finally saw it. Now it's time for you to do a review on it. Now, Hush is a 2016 slasher horror movie. Was directed by Mike Flanagan. Yes, the guy that did Ouija, The Origin of Evil, and the upcoming Doctor Sleep, which I will see tomorrow. It was written by himself and his writing partner and wife, Kate Sagal, and she also stars in this along with John Gallagher. Now, I heard a lot of people talk about how great this movie was. I always wanted to see it. I finally saw it while I was sick, so now let's see what I have to say about Hush. Now, when deaf and mute writer Maddie Young tries to live a solitary life in a nice house in the woods, she needs to fight for her life when a mass killer appears in the window. And that's basically the premise and the plot of this story. I always wanted to know, when did Hollywood get the idea on taking away one or more of the five senses of the person and have that person be attacked by someone or something in a horror movie? Now, we see this premise work very well in A Quiet Place, and we also see it not work very well in The Silence. Now, I may be wrong, but I do believe that this type of subgenre in the horror world was created back in 2016 with Mike Flanagan's Hush. Now, this was written by himself and his wife and star Kate Sagal, and the setup here is that we have a deaf and mute writer. Her name is Maddie Young, and she's living alone in the house in the woods, probably because she doesn't want to be a burden to anybody, and she just wants to go there, live her life in peace and quiet, and get her inspiration wherever she wants to do, and that's that. Suddenly, a man in a mask approaches her house, and it becomes quite clear that he wants to do her harm. The rest of the film becomes a cat and mouse battle of wits as Maddie tries her best to survive this horrible encounter with this masked killer. Now, one of the things I liked about this movie is the setup because it's very simple. As most of the action takes place in Maddie's house. We just have this one location set here. That's it. It's the house and some parts of the woods, but that's where this movie takes place. Now, while the house looks nice and lovely on both the inside and the outside of the house, which I thought it was an immaculate house, it is also isolated. I mean, we don't see anything around the house other than the woods and the road leading to it. This gives the film the correct type of atmosphere, especially when the attacker tries to start playing games with Maddie. It creates all the tension and suspense that you need in a movie like this. Now, you have to give credit for Mike on how well he directed this movie. Now, he could have easily gone down the typical slasher routine, but instead he gives us an exciting and thrilling thrill ride here. Now, it doesn't take long for the action to begin, and when it does, it never lets up. Keep in mind, we have a very small cast here, and it's a very good job, and I like how he plays between Maddie and the man. That's the guy character's name, because we really don't know. We never know what his name is. There's good pacing. Flanagan knows how to slow down the action, but never to the point where the audience gets bored, because you don't want to have too much action going on because you're going to wear your audience out. We have some good setups here. We have some good tension and suspense, but he also wants to slow it down to give the audience a chance to calm down, but not to the point where the audience gets, oh boy, this is getting boring. No, he's once again paired with his writing partner, wife, and star, Katie Sagal. And both of them have crafted an incredible script here. They did a good job in exploring the limitation Maddie has, but they also don't make her vulnerable. Maddie, she's intelligent, she's resourceful, and she's a very strong female character, which I find fascinating. Because the one thing you don't want to have is that she already can't speak and she can't hear. But she's very resourceful and she's very smart. She's not one of these timid women that we see sometimes in these type of movies. Now, Kate does a fine job in portraying Maddie too. I'm sure it wasn't easy for her to play a character that is both deaf and mute, but she does a fine job in this regard. There are certain scenes in the movie where she can't make a sound, and she does a great job on not making any sounds with her voice. Now, as I was saying, she shows the correct emotions when she first encounters the attacker. However, as the film continues, Maddie becomes stronger, and she begins to fight back, taking advantage of her knowledge of the house. It's like the house also becomes a character in the film as well. Now, again, despite her disability, she's not backing down, and thanks to Siegel's performance, the audience wants her to survive this terrible ordeal. The one thing I liked about this is that, the action starts off very quickly. But as we continue to learn more about Maddie, even though there's really not any character development, we want her to survive because we feel sorry for her. Maybe because, yeah, she's mute and she's deaf, but we also want her to pull through because we love her. Go, Maddie, go! I'm pretty sure a lot of people said that while this movie was playing in the theaters. Now, you also got to give credit for John Gallagher, too, who plays the actor who is credited as the man here. Now, this guy, he's no joke. He's brutal, especially when he first comes into the scene in the movie. He's violent, but he's also patient and methodical. He toys with Maddie at first, but when she fights back, he also begins to get upset, and he wants to do anything to kill this woman. Yes, this man is not a nice man at all. Now, as I stated earlier, it took me a while to finally see this movie, and now I can understand why many horror fans love this movie. It's a different take on the slasher subgenre and is brilliantly directed and well acted. I believe because of the success of this film is the reason why we're now getting movies like Quiet Place or Blind that I saw earlier this year, where the protagonist is blind. She can't see. In A Quiet Place, you couldn't see anything. You couldn't hear anything. You couldn't speak anything. And we also had a deaf character in that one as well. Both those two movies show to show what this subgenre is and how well it can be, even though those people have limitations because, you can't make a sound in A Quiet Place, and in Blind, the person was blind. And both those, just like with this one, shows that you can actually create a very well made, very well paced, exciting, and tension-filled, scary horror movie. So I really appreciate what Mike Flanagan has done and Kate Sagal has done here. They actually did a pretty good job, and I can say that I truly enjoyed this film, and I'm glad I was able to finally see it. So, the Horror Mice is going to open up his vault, and I'm going to give Hush 4 out of my 5 gold coins. Yes, I'm going to give it 4 out of my 5 gold coins. Yes, I truly enjoyed this movie. Great horror movie. So, my horror fans, I'm pretty sure you've all seen Hush. So, did you enjoy it just as much as good as I did? Leave your comments down in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about Hush. So that's my video for the day, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Mice and Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Mice and Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. Ghostface, take us home. We're out.
What's your favorite scary